Advanced Studio Concepts Production presents the SelfMade Talk Show, featuring April Richardson, Quinatta Pruitt, John Hogan, Mike Wilson. The Self-Made Talk Show starts right now.
Thank you for tuning in to the Self-Made Talk Show. I'm A. Rich.
And I'm J. Rock.
And today we have a special segment just between the two of us talking about how Godzilla and King Kong the movie is dividing households.
Absolutely. So we're going to start with the 3 fights. It was 3 fights during the movie. You can always do your own take for the movie, so that's why we can cover it and we can talk about it. So we'll go into the first fight. First fight.
Okay.
So Godzilla had the advantage because it was water.
But we're going to say hands down who won.
Godzilla won the first fight.
Godzilla did. Now, let me ask you, do you feel that Godzilla cheated, or do you feel it was a fair fight?
I feel like it was just an advantage.
A fair fight?
It was just an advantage.
It was a fair fight?
It was just a...
Okay.
Okay, we'll go with it. It was unfair for Kong because it was a water advantage. They were in the water.
That was one reason. One reason. So another reason, so for all you guys who have not seen the movie, Kong was in chains. We just want to make sure you point that. Well, he was in chains, and he didn't get, because I know he's going to say this, he didn't get out of the chains until right as Godzilla was like...
Keyword, people, out of the chains. Out of the chains. Just wanted to point that out. He was out the chains before the start of the fight.
I mean, literally a hair of a second.
He got the first punch.
All right, so as we're talking about the fact that Godzilla won, let's talk about some advantages that Godzilla had. First of all, we have a water creature, and King Kong who cannot swim, and they're fighting in water. So that's like, one of our producers actually pointed this out prior to the show, that's like you as a human being fighting a shark. So you tell me, and I don't want to hear about nothing other than you, J-Rock. If you personally fought a shark, who would win? In water. Not on land, because on land, wouldn't you have an advantage?
Now, are we talking about shallow water, or are we talking about... Okay, the shark has an advantage because it's water. I give you that. Because
he can breathe underwater.
Yes.
So Godzilla can breathe underwater, King Kong cannot.
At the end of the day, the first round went towards Godzilla.
It cheatingly, I'll give it to him, but he cheated, right?
Well, let's go on to the second fight. The second fight, before we even get to the second fight, Kong went home and almost died. Okay. I just wanted to put that out there. He almost died by a little monster, It was
two monsters. It was 2 flying monsters.
2 flying
All right.
mosquitoes.
So he's only pointing this out because he's trying to give Godzilla an upper hand, right? Let's mention, King Kong didn't want to fight. He didn't want to fight at all. He just wanted to go home. So he wasn't even prepared and thought that I'm going to go and I'm going to go home, and as I'm on my way home, something's going to beat me up or try to beat me up, which he still won and ate his head.
If King Kong is the king that he says that he is, and that everyone says that he is, you should be prepared for anything. So, I'm going to point that out there, too.
All right, because we got some stuff that Godzilla needed to be prepared for, too, here in a minute.
Ooh,
so, the second fight, hands down, who do you think won?
The second fight was on land, so it was Kong. Kong won the second fight.
Because there was no advantage. I mean, there still was an advantage. But there was no huge drowning advantage.
Well, Kong also had a axe during the second fight.
Yeah, he had an axe. But even with the axe, you had... Okay, let me bring this up. Say me and you were in a fight, right? Mm-hmm. When they hand us our weapons, they hand you a kitchen knife. They hand me a shotgun. We're all the way across the town from each other. We have to get to each other. Who has a bigger advantage?
Well, see, I'm a critical thinker. So what I'm going to say is, if you have a shotgun and I have a knife and we're across town from each other, you have a short range weapon. I have a close range weapon. See, critical thinking here. I'm going too deep into it. So you have a shotgun. So you gotta get up close to me.
To shoot you?
Yes.
I don't have to get close to you to shoot you with a shotgun.
Well,
I can shoot you from far away.
Let's change the analogy a little.
No, I can take
Let's change it around just a little bit. Just a little bit.
So let's answer my analogy first, then we can switch it.
Okay, the advantage is
the person with the shotgun.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Godzilla is the person with the shotgun that can shoot from all the way across the town when all King Kong has is an axe. And he still was beating him in the second one. Why? Because he knew, I just got to keep his mouth closed. If you paid attention, he kept grabbing his mouth, punching him. He hold on to him, punching.
Can he not throw the axe? Can he throw it? Does he have stupid strength to throw the axe?
But then when he throws the axe, what's going to happen? He has to go back and get it.
Well, don't miss. Don't miss. That's all I can say. Don't miss.
So, second fight. Who won?
Second fight, it was Kong.
Kong.
Because it was
Hands
on
down.
land. Yes.
Hands down. Because it was on land.
But let's go into this. Godzilla never went down that second fight. Kong just felt like he won.
No, he went down.
So,
he did go down.
He didn't go down.
He went down. I mean, he didn't stay down, but he went down.
Okay, well, the second fight went towards Kong.
He's gonna constantly try to give guys.
The third fight. The third fight. Both of them had he had his axe and Godzilla had his fire breath. That's all it was. It was just fire breath, which Kong took a couple of times, so it wasn't that effective. Let's point that out.
Effective. And Godzilla had that big old armor. So you come to a fight where all Kong has is an axe. Godzilla has armor and he has fire.
When Kong gets shot, does it affect him?
Yes. He kept getting hurt.
By who?
By everything.
Kong had the humans on his side. Let's put that out there too. So it's really 2 against 1.
Humans. No offense.
Okay, fair. fair. Okay, fair.
All right. So third fight, right? Granted, it ended with Godzilla's foot in Kong's chest. But I know you're going to say he killed him.
Crushing his chest.
But he did not kill him.
Crushing his chest.
He did not kill him.
Another. Crushing his chest.
So let me mention this. One of the reasons he didn't kill him is because, number one, I feel like he knew he was about to go up on something and he was going to need King Kong's help.
Well, I mean, that was just Godzilla being smart.
No, because he knew he wasn't going to fight himself.
Well, he wasn't expecting that. He wasn't expecting that to come out. A replica of him. That's all it was. Because they wanted to make the
Because
best.
it's the thing. One of the things they said in the movie, they specifically said in the movie, what they want you to do is to bow down. So once you stop and you surrender, you're good. Kong never surrendered. Godzilla got to a point that he bent over him and growled. Kong sat there, right back at him. So clearly, it wasn't because Kong surrendered that Godzilla walked away. Godzilla knew, I'm gonna leave this little man around because.
So I'm gonna let you say it again. So what happened? Like Godzilla stood over Kong.
Yeah, he stood over him. I'm saying third fight, Godzilla won.
Oh,
third fight.
and that was it, right?
No. Because there's more to it. Now, if it was just that would be it. When Mega came out, this is why, I'm gonna specifically tell you why I feel Kong won. When Mega came out, and it got to the point that Godzilla is being dragged, like can't hold his own, and then they have to get Kong to the point to help him. Now, when Kong is coming at him, now granted, Mega was tearing them both apart, y'all. I mean, he was getting them both. But there was a point where Godzilla gave up. He just laid there, you could see Godzilla, you could see Mega and Kong fighting. Kong is still going. He's about to rip Kong's mouth. Kong is still going. Godzilla's sitting there just looking. Until he finally
He
blew the
was
stuff.
yelling at Mega Godzilla.
Yelling?
He was yelling like,
Okay.
I know you about to kill me, but
Okay.
just know I'm
Listen.
not about to die.
Listen.
Just we're not saying nothing.
Honey, if we are ever in a fight with somebody else, and I'm fighting and you lay down and yell, I'm gonna be mad. Just
The movie was Godzilla versus Kong. We're not bringing Mega Godzilla into it.
so just to say, King Kong is who killed Mega. Am I correct?
No, it was a combination.
No. Godzilla was laying down.
Without Godzilla
Now, granted,
powering
they
the
both
axe,
helped. They both
he
helped.
powered the axe,
But
so that way it can tear through.
Who tore through him? Because
With
the
the
same
help.
power in the axe Godzilla had inside of him, right?
Well, we can't say that
The
one
same
person
power.
killed the Mega
same-
Godzilla.
the
We can't
same
say
power.
one person because it was a combination move that both of them put together.
The same
to,
power
to
that
beat
was in
him.
the axe, wasn't it in Godzilla?
If we play,
So how come they had to give it to Kong in order for Kong?
we're gonna bring it back to Godzilla versus Kong, right? So if we play rock paper scissors, best out of 3, right?
It wasn't 3 fights.
It was 3 fights.
So let's go ahead and we'll just do it this way. Godzilla won cheating. Kong won. Kong won.
Why does he always have to have an asterisk?
Kong won, and then Godzilla won. Now there was another fight that they helped each other. Let's say that. They helped each other. But at the very end, what happened? King Kong saw Godzilla get up. He got up and he picked up his axe, ready to fight. Godzilla, far away, said, I don't want to fight. That was his growl. That's what he was saying. And then after that, King Kong said, okay, fine. He dropped the axe and Godzilla took off.
Okay, that was your alternate ending. That was great. That was a great alternate ending. It wasn't in the script at all. But you should submit that to them. So let me tell you what happened really. The thing is, at the end, he picked up the axe, he saw Godzilla. Actually, it was only Kong sitting with all the humans. Everybody was all just hugged and all being happy and merry. And Godzilla said, it's not over. Like, I'm right here, come on. And Kong picked up his axe and was like, oh,
you're so
please,
please
no.
Dramatic.
And then he looked at Godzilla. Godzilla said, come on. And Kong was like, and then that's when Godzilla said, you know what? It's all good.
So,
go be with your humans.
Conclusion.
And he dropped the axe, and then he sat back down like, thank you, Jesus.
The conclusion to this.
And kept on going.
Going back to the title of this movie, Dividing Households. The conclusion is, you can pick who you decided to be the winner. So, after you watch the movie, if you've already watched it, leave us a note on the SelfMade Talk Show page. Who do you think won?
Absolutely.
All
Even
right.
though everyone knows.
All right, so we'll be back after this commercial break.
Welcome. Thank you for joining us on the SelfMade Talk Show. I'm Lady Q.
And I'm Alpha Mike.
And today we're going to be talking about to mask or not to mask.
And to shot or not to shot.
That is the question.
As always.
So Mike, as of April the 9th, 2021, Governor Kay Ivey has lifted the mask mandate. How do you feel about that?
I'm on the fence. I'm going to continue to wear my mask. And even the governor says she's going to continue to wear hers. But I understand that people don't want to wear theirs. But I just don't feel they're still safe enough to go around wearing their masks. So if you go into a public environment, if you don't want to wear it, don't wear it. But I'm going to wear mine. I feel that I have the right to wear mine just like you don't have the right to wear yours. And I also feel that if I go in a restaurant and the restaurant is saying that you have to wear your mask, then you should have to wear your mask because that's their private institution. It's like me going to your house as a visitor and I say, I'm coming to your house, but I don't want to wear my mask. And you say, no, in my house, we wear our masks. You're not going to let me in your house with your mask. So,
It's not. I'm going to put a sign on
exactly. And that's
that says
exactly.
you have to wear masks to
exactly. So I agree. It's an individual right, in my opinion.
Yeah, I totally agree. I'm going to wear my mask to not only keep me safe, but my kids safe. Like, I have children that are small, that are still susceptible to the COVID-19, as well as myself. So in order to keep us safe, we're still going to wash our hands. We're still going to maintain the 6 feet distance, and we're going to wear a mask. I'm glad that the governor mandated the mask because some people, however, can't wear the mask.
Right.
You know, they have health problems, and some people feel it violates their rights.
Yeah.
But I'm glad that she also made it on the business. If
Right.
they want to
Right.
continue the mask mandate, then they can, because that's their business.
Right.
You know, they pay their taxes,
Right.
and they should be able to do what it is they want to do, which is to keep people safe. So I totally understand, you know, the pros and the cons about the mask. But as for me and my family, we're going to continue to wear our masks.
Exactly, and honestly, that's the law. Like, it's you can't force them. You know, you have to give rights of choice.
Yes.
So that's America. America's built off of choice. You know what I mean? And if you want that choice to wear the mask, then wear it. If you don't, don't. So how do you feel about this shot?
Oh Lord, I
Or
knew,
no
I knew
shot?
it was coming.
I mean, they got 3 of them now. So
I believe in the shot. I'm gonna take the shot, just not now.
Mm-hmm.
I have a few trust issues with the shot.
Yeah.
You know, there's not been a great history with shots and people of color. Tuskegee experiment, number 1. But I just don't feel like there's been enough research done and enough time in between to severely say that I'm gonna take the shot.
Right.
I just don't feel like it's
Safe.
Yeah, I don't feel like it's safe right now. So
I
I'm
agree.
going to give it a little time, maybe a year, and I'll come around. Don't get me wrong. Now my mom and my brother took the shot, so I'm gonna see how I do them.
Right.
Then I'll decide if I'm gonna take it or
Yeah, and
not.
see, I think that's part of the issue, like with the mask and how it could be a health issue if you wear it. So I can understand
Yes.
people not wearing
Yes.
it. The same goes for people taking the shot without waiting to see the results down the line, a year or two, or how it affects people. Because those that are older, they have health issues and they can't risk being exposed to those types of environments just like as we can. Our bodies are much younger and much healthier, so we can kind of defend it more. Whereas an older person, a mother or a father, maybe 60,
Yeah.
70, 80 years
Can't
old, their
defend
body
it
can't
all.
defend it, right?
But you
So-
know, there's been some controversy about the shot because
Oh,
the
man.
older people that are taking the shot are the ones that are getting sick behind it. Some are dying.
Right.
You know, so it's really dependent upon the person's body and really how, you know, their body accepts the shot. So that's another reason why I'm not going to take it yet. I don't feel like they know enough about it to
Right.
say that it's safe for me to take it.
Right, and those are good things to wonder about because, like we said earlier, you have 3 different shots, and so
Yeah.
we have to figure out, okay, well, based on my body type, my genetic type, my background, my health history or genetic history, what would be the most beneficial shot for me to take? What's in this shot compared to that shot compared to that shot, and how would that react with my body?
So let me ask you this. Would you take the Johnson & Johnson shot?
No, I'm not taking the Johnson & Johnson or the other 2, but that's just me personally. And I can understand how people are taking it. Well, like I said, I can understand it. But just like we were saying, you have to look at the history of Johnson & Johnson is having a lawsuit with the baby powder right now. How can I go back and take the shot with them? I have to wait and see. And that's over 20 years.
Again,
30
that
years
goes
effect.
into
So-
those trust issues.
Exactly.
So I
Exactly.
think the best thing for anyone to do is to do your research, find out as much as you can about the shots before you decide which one to take. Because I'm sure there's different benefits and different things about each shot that you should know that could affect your body. So just do your research before you decide on which one to take. I mean, I am. I'm going to do my
Definitely.
research to the T before I take one. But like I said, it'll probably be a year before I take one. Unless they mandate us to take it to fly or to travel or something like that. Then, you know, I have to suck it up and
go ahead and
yeah,
take the
but
trip to
then I'm
Italy,
still
your
gonna do
friends,
I'm
but-
still gonna do my research because I don't want to take the wrong shot. That's not gonna benefit me and
Right.
to keep me and my family safe. And it's just I just took it for no reason. Then 5 years from now, I turn into a zombie.
Exactly. So I agree. If you take a year, I'm a little bit slower on my research and the gaming of knowledge. So I'm gonna take about a year and a half, maybe 2.
Come on,
However,
man, we gon-
I'm gonna research what you research and then add that on to my research, which will take a little
we
bit
gonna boss
longer.
up. We gonna
But
take it
we
together.
might do that. We might do that.
So we might have a segment coming of us getting the COVID shot. So stay tuned.
Stay tuned, and as always, thank you for joining us on the SelfMade Talk Show. My name is Alpha Mike, and this is,
Lady Q.
and we will see you next time. Join us next time, hopefully, if we all not turned into zombies.